Hi guys, it's Rochelle. Today I want to talk to you about profitable profiles. And I know that this is kind of like taboo because technically Facebook doesn't want anyone to do anything business related on their Facebook profile, right? So not your business page, but your actual profile. Um, and people still do it. I mean, like, honestly, how many of your friends are like posting before and after photos and product things and inviting you to all their events and just posting things related to business on their profile. So like obviously Facebook isn't quite as strict on this as we like to think, and I should probably put like some kind of disclaimer here that I am not working for Facebook. I am not responsible if you take this advice and you get banned off of Facebook or whatever. I don't think you will, but just putting that out there. But anyway, let's talk about like what you should have on your profile, because obviously, you know, here's the thing. People are totally okay with anyone talking about how they got a new job, how they got hired, they had an interview, they had all of that stuff, and that's totally okay on sharing with your sharing on your profile. And people, write back and they say, "Oh, congratulations on the new job," and "Oh, like what kind of benefits," and things like that. But when it's a business and you actually do things for yourself and you work for yourself, then it's spammy for whatever reason, right? I don't know. I don't know why that is, but I just want to put that out there that it's weird. So keeping that in mind, technically we shouldn't be talking about business on your profile, but there are a few things that you can do on your profile to make it obvious that you actually are self-employed, you are an expert, you are that person, that go-to guru, that specialist that can totally help people with this specific problem that you help them solve. Okay, so I have a few tips for you. First one is to have a smiling photo. Okay, so none of this like sexy face, sultry looking stuff. I know that, your friends like it, and I know that they're going to be like, "Oh, mama, you're so hot," in this profile. But like, if you want people to see you as like the friendly, outgoing, that person that they could see themselves working with, you're going to have to use a smiling photo. Okay, so what's the smile that you would probably put on when you meet someone at Starbucks or the coffee shop or wherever for just, working on a one-on-one intensive, big smile, right? You're happy to see them. You're happy that they're taking this step. That's the same smile that you should have on your profile. So make sure that you have a smiling photo for your profile, and ideally across all of your social media platforms, the same profile photo. Okay, so don't use a different one for like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everything. The same photo. Same photo so that people know that it's still you. I mean, if it's like fairly obvious that it's still you, you still have to make them work. You're making them do too much work by saying, "Is this really her? That kind of looks like her, but this is like a different angle, and I don't know if this is the same person." You got to make things really obvious. So use the same photo on all of your profiles and use the same call to action on all of your profiles. Okay, so don't be like, how essentially all of our calls to action somehow get people into your list or into your community or into your, one consolidated place where you like to have fun with them and get to know them and nurture them and show them that you're super cool. Use that same call to action on all of your profiles. Okay, so don't send everyone, a big mistake that you might be making is that you're on your Facebook profile and you're like, "Okay, so join my group," and then you go join the group, and then in the group it says, "Okay, so follow me on Instagram." They follow you to Instagram, and on Instagram it says, "Download my thing," and then you download the thing, and then in the email for that it says, "Join my group," and you're like, "Well, I'm already in the group, but I downloaded her thing and I'm actually, I have no idea what's going on." And that is in like the perfect situation where they actually do the call to action, and you know how that works, right? You have to tell somebody like a million times before they actually do what you want them to do. So on top of that, you're expecting them to do like 10 different things for you. It's just confusing, and that's how you're losing people. So use the same call to action. Download your PDF guide on Instagram. Download the PDF guide on Twitter. Download the PDF guide. Like, make them all the same. All right. So that's number 1, smiling photo. Number 2, same call to action. Number 3, same mini bio. Okay, your one-liner, your thing that you do. Make sure that's the same across all of your platforms so that they know, "Oh yeah, this is still, the coach that helps me with developing loving relationships." Okay, so still that same coach, It's nice and consistent. Okay, so another thing, number 4, might be to include some links to learn more about you. So on your Facebook profile, it's actually easy to do that because you are your title at your business page, right? That's generally how it works. So they can learn a little bit more about you, but you might want to like kind of mention some things that you do, even if it's just in passing. Like just say, I just led an intensive and we worked through everyone's messaging, you know, so-and-so's messaging, and it was a whole lot of fun, and I can't believe that I do this for a living. Okay, so simple little like nuggets like that to let people know what you do. Maybe links to learn a little bit more about you. Again, don't go overboard because it's your profile, it's not your business page. But if you were working for a corporate, you know, a corporate company, and you shared their links and said, this is what I did, and this is what I worked on this weekend, and it was really fun because we helped our clients, da 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 da. In that case, it's okay on your profile, but saying it about your own business is not. Somehow, I don't know. Again, with the fuzzy lines with how much we're actually allowed to say about our own businesses on our Facebook profile, but I'll leave that up to you. Okay. Alrighty, so links to learn more about you, relevant recent posts. Okay, so you're probably blogging, you probably have an opinion on things, you probably want to tell people, you know, put your opinion out there, put your personality out there, do a few lives, do a few videos, and just post them and say, here are my thoughts on this. Obviously there is like a certain strategy that you have to go with when you're doing videos and you want to keep people's attention, but you know, you gotta let people know what you stand for. So having some links, having some blogs, articles, or whatever, then, you know, that'll actually help you. Okay, and then my last tip is, in addition to, a little recap here, smiling photo, same call to action on everything, same mini bio or one-liner, a little bit, you know, links to learn more about you, your website, or just like your general opinion, going live, or videos like that. But in addition to all of this, you know, like, the internet is not just like a self-replicating business card. Okay, so you actually have to like interact with people. Social media, being social. Okay, so you need some genuine interaction, some proof that you actually genuinely enjoy what you do. All right, so I meet so many coaches who are like, oh, I'm so passionate about XYZ, and they never talk about it. Or when they do, then they're like very serious. And they're monotone, and they're, you know, like, and I know that we all get nervous on camera, but at some point you have to show people that you really do feel passionate about changing lives via your specialty. So have some genuine interactions, like comment on people's videos, reach out privately if you see someone struggling with something and they don't want to talk about it too publicly, but maybe you can help them, you know, for free, by the way. Don't shove all your services out in front of people who didn't actually reach out to you to work with you. But, you know, genuinely interact with people so that you can show them what you love. Okay. And there are two reasons for that, because they're not going to know unless you tell them. You know, they're not going to know unless you're actually putting yourself out there and saying, I really love people overcome this sort of obstacle because my method feels so good and gets these results as shown by these testimonials. All right. So you need to put yourself out there. But the second reason, and I think that this is actually more important than the first one, is that if you genuinely like your business, you deserve to enjoy it. Okay. You didn't go through all the steps and all the investments and all the masterminds and coaching and all that stuff just so that you could hide how much you love it. If you love your business, you should be telling everyone, right? And how often do we see people doing that? We see people like spouting their one-liner, and that's about it. And then they never talk about how much they love what they do. Well, do it. Okay? Stop thinking about how much other people might be judging you or might disagree with you or things like that. You just have to go out there and prove to everybody and to yourself that you really are in this for the long haul. You're not going to leave anybody high and dry, and you're not going to, you know, quit and suddenly disappear and then take on a whole different thing. Okay? This is it. And you know this. This is it. This is what you want to do. This is what you've been called to do. You're ready to serve. You're like, it's all right here, people. And it's about time that you just put yourself out there as the leader that you are and started accepting some attention for it. All right. So my call to action to you on this is to tell me what you're passionate about. Why does your business light you up? Why do you do what you do, and why does it feel so good? Okay, I know that that's like four different calls to action, but you know what I mean. Share with me why you feel so passionate about your business, and let's start the discussion right there. All right? So I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!